Hello, everyone. This is Li Bo Wen, Chair of Young Engineer Spotlight Program from the Society of Information Display. Welcome to Display Week 2022. Today, for the Young Engineer Showcase, we have the pleasure of talking to Sihui He from Meta. Sihui, could you give us a quick introduction, please?
Sure. Thank you very much, Li Bo, for inviting me. So I originally grew up in China, and then I came to the US for PhD in optics. And in my PhD, I actually work on biosensors with liquid crystals. And then the application looks very different, but actually the fundamental is the same. It's similar to liquid crystal display. So this gave me an opportunity to go to Microsoft as an internship. So in the Microsoft internship, I get to learn about the augmented reality display. It was a very cool idea, and I love that AI technology. So I joined the HoloLens and work on the augmented reality glasses. Then during that time, I realized the key component of the augmented reality is the waveguide glass, which you want a small form factor and also cover a large field of view. And so I want to develop my skills in that technology and also combine my skills in liquid crystal that I developed in PhD. So this led me into DigiLens, where I can work on waveguide design with liquid crystal-based gratings. And then after that, I think the AI is still a very challenging area. So I would like to look beyond the glass, like beyond the waveguide-based glass, and look at what are other technologies and what are the systems like that can support the augmented reality.
Very impressive background. Have you attended a Display Week before?
Yeah, sure. I attended Display Week, I think since 2012 when I was in PhD, and I work on the liquid, like blue phase liquid crystal at that time. The idea is to have the blue phase liquid crystal to have very fast response time. So you can enable some color sequential LCOS. Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah. So I have been attending Display Week since then. It's very interesting.
Wow, it's 10 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Do you still remember how many times have you attended Display Week? Every year? Oh.
I think almost every year.
Wow. Yeah. So what do you think impressed you most from these 10 years?
Oh yeah, what impressed me most is to see how the technology evolve and change. Like 10 years ago, liquid crystal display was a hot topic, and was a lot of discussion on how to make the liquid crystals switch faster. So that's why the blue phase was also a hot topic there. And later on, then it came the OLED display, and the OLED display has a much higher contrast and much thinner display panel. So this drives the LCD try to improve the contrast and make it thinner. Then you can see there's a lot of competition between OLED display and LCD display, and a lot of talk on comparing these two. And then later there came the micro LED display. Then the micro LED display apparently has, yeah, you can make it smaller, and you can, but you also have some challenge in fabricating an RGB micro LED panel. So now we have 3 types of major display: micro LED, OLED, and LCD. And now I think this year, the quantum dot is a hot topic. It seems like you can add quantum dot to every display to improve the color gamut. And so it is very interesting to see all these technologies and to see the new technology coming and see how the current technology compete with the new technology.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I attended this week from 2014. Yeah, similarly as you, I feel every year the display is changing, and the new technologies are developing and used in the products. So it's very exciting field.
Yeah.
So this year, are you attending this week? What do you think you are most interested in this year's Display Week? What do you want to see?
Oh yeah, sure. So since I work on the AR VR technologies, so I'm mostly interested in looking at the AR VR technologies. So yeah, AR VR is a very challenging field then. And because we want to have a very compact and small form factor, and then we want to make the display image as realistic as your real world. And you wanted to make a 3-dimensional image and also make it has large field of view, very high resolution. And we also, because we want you to wear it the whole day and we want the battery to last for a long time. So it needs to have very high efficiency. And all of this, it tends to like compete with the form factor of the device. Like if you want to have the battery last for a long time, you need a large battery. And you want to have a large field of view, you need to have a large optics to support that. And so it is a very challenging field. And I think for the optics part, especially for AR glasses, because you want to have a glass form factor. So it's very difficult, and you also want to look good, like cosmetically, and look like a normal glass. So I think previously a lot of designs are on like 2-dimensional pupil expansion, like based on gratings or mirrors. Then last year there is I can see the focus shift to like retinal display, where you can have high efficiency, but you need to figure out a way to expand the eye box. So I was looking forward to this year to see if there's any solution coming out that we can solve the problem.
Yeah. I think this week is a great platform for people to get together and discuss about the new challenges and new results of the research and development. So yeah. Next one is I know you are also volunteering in the SID Bay Area chapter. So what activities do you organize, and why do you like to volunteer in SID?
Oh yeah, sure. So in Bay Area SID, we have monthly seminars that we want to invite speakers from different companies or maybe universities to give us speech. And so I'm mainly working on contacting the speakers, and especially for the copyright form, so that we can guarantee that we can play the video. And so, yeah, I love to volunteer in the display week because this gives me the opportunity to get to know more people, get to talk to different professionals. And I think even just joining the Bay Area SID chapter, then I already can get to know people. Like we usually have the watch party at the pizza place. Then you can get free pizza, and you can also chat with people that interested in display.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's a good event. Actually, I attended the SID Bay Area chapter seminars and the webinars almost every time. I think the speakers talks the most challenging and the new results of the industry. So it's very interesting activities. So hopefully people who are in Bay Area or even not in Bay Area can attend the seminar or webinar. and join SID the community. And similarly as Sihui, so I'm also volunteering in SID, and hope anyone who are interested to volunteer in SID, please contact us. All right. Okay. So, thank you, Sihui, for your time and sharing your perspective of this week with us.